In this video, we're going to talk about opt-ins and getting an affiliate sale with a zip submit offer. So if that sounds good, smash the like button and let's dive right in. So over the last 2 weeks, I've been running an ad and I spent about 80 bucks. This is a test, me just building up the mailing list, trying to see how many people I can get into my list here. So out of the 129 people that clicked on the ad, 62 of them turned into web leads. And actually, if we go over here to my mailing list, we can actually see the real number is 60. So Facebook is off by about 2, but that's still about I think it's like a 46% opt-in rate. Let's see, 60, so it'd be like a 47% opt-in rate, which isn't bad at all. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go through the process of creating the ad and we're gonna back it into the affiliate offer that we're gonna run with. So over here, I found something on Max Bounty. This is a rent-to-own offer. Basically, you get $1.75 every time somebody puts a zip code in. And how that works is basically what they're doing is they're buying themselves a customer. That's why they're offering you the $1.75 is because you've just given them some information that they use to then market to these people and sell them something a lot more expensive. So they're taking a small loss so that they can have a larger gain on the back end. So over here, this is their actual sales page. So what we would be doing is running an ad, and basically we need to send them to a website, and then via the website, we want them to click on this offer here and enter in their zip code, whatever that may be, and they check availability. And by putting it in here, this is our conversion, and this is our $1.75, okay? So we've got to get people to do this thing. And the question is, why rent when you can own? We can help you turn your rent payments into home ownership, matching you with available rent-to-own listings. Now, in today's market, with the market and the mortgage rate as high as it is, and people are just not buying homes, renters are going through the roof because people still need a place to live. So while the market is freezing up and people are not buying homes or selling homes, people are renting, and a lot of people are interested in rent-to-own because you are renting and you're at least paying towards home ownership. So it's an interesting way to get into home ownership. We're going to go over to ChatGPT and we're going to start building out our offer. So first of all, let's just talk to it and get it kind of gussied up for what we're about to do. So Rent Authority 2. So we're going to put this URL right into ChatGPT. Please research this. And while it does that, boom. And these are kind of useless. So I got a screenshot here, and I'm going to drop that in as well because it can analyze what the image is showing. So just by dragging and dropping that here, make this a little bigger for you guys. All right. It's okay, so it didn't exactly read it, but this is the page. We are sending traffic to for an affiliate program where the end user enters their zip code and we get paid a little money. Let's see if it can do the analysis here. Enter your zip code. That's right. And what's great about this offer is we could actually do it with a pre-pop, which basically means that they can enter their information on our website. And when they click through to the offer, it will pre-populate this page with their zip code. So all they'll have to do is click check availability. And that's going to boost our conversion rate dramatically because we're just getting them on that initial page, and then they just click twice and they're in. So let's add this in as well. So this is from the offer. Landing page overview, key highlights, promotional angles, target audience, great. And by the way, here is the offer details from the affiliate site. I will want to pre-populate the form on my website so that will need to function. And since I'm using WordPress, I'll show you guys what we're going to need is it needs to be friendly with WordPress. So we need that to function on a WordPress site where I drop the code into the code tab, but it needs to not have the head. Basically, some code stuff. You don't need the top of it because we're on WordPress. And it needs to be able to jump between visual and code without morphing or breaking stuff. Now, that is not really something you guys need to worry about all that much, but just to explain it a little further, HTML code, which is the basis of almost every website, is basically a bunch of gibberish that looks like this. And at the top of it, there's usually some kind of starter text at the top. And if you drop that into WordPress, that top bit is WordPress kind of breaks it and morphs all the code and kind of breaks everything. So we're just doing this prompt just so that it gives us a good, clean piece of code. Great. So let me pull up the old site here. Let me see if I can find it, actually. I think it's this one. This is just a very basic domain I bought. I think I registered it for like $5. I never really did anything with it. And let's take a look here, front page. Okay, so right now, let me show you guys this. Right now, we're running a mortgage calculator on it. Now, the page does get a little bit of traffic. I'd say just a couple of people a month. Yeah, like 0 people have been here. And this page just doesn't convert because I never sent any traffic to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a new page on the site, and we will start here. So we're going to start fresh and clean. So this is our WordSafe pre-pop form snippet. Let's see. It looks like it actually already did what we need it to do. Last name, first name, email. Okay, so we need to make it clear. So the offer calls for a zip code only. Can you give me the form with the zip code submit and have it pre-populate on the affiliate page? Here is my affiliate link that will need to be adapted. Okay, so we're just getting the text stuff out of the way. That way, everything can flow from there. So this is our tracking link. So we're just going to copy that. And we're going to go here. Here's the link to adapt. Now, once that completes, we're going to start building out the ad and going into the strategy of it. But it's really important that we're doing all of this within the same chat window because we're going to iterate this through to from the back to the front, basically. So from the offer, we're going to do offer, opt-in page, ad copy, and we're going to start sending this out. And we're going to be doing that with Facebook ads as our test. So this totally pooped the bed. It's not doing anything. Let's try again. Copy. Drop that in. There we go. All right, so while that goes, we'll delete this. Beautiful. And we'll take a look here at the page. So they've got this nice family and people are happy and they're sitting, and then they have this beautiful home here. So I'm going to open up a different page and we're going to do our own family in front of a beautiful home. So please make an image of a beautiful family in front of a gorgeous home in the suburbs at sunset. And actually, I just want to show you guys that there's another program I've been using by Google. Bummer. Hang on. Let's see. Okay. And this program has been really good with making images. So we'll try that as well. And we'll see what it comes back with. And this is actually really good for realistic stuff. Now, obviously, you want to be forward with everything that you're doing. You don't want to trick anybody, but this is just for aesthetics. We're not trying to fool anybody. We're just trying to show them that this is the offer. The offer is basically you're going to put in your zip code and figure out how to do this for yourself. So that's actually a great image. I'm going to drag that over here. Just take a look at it in full size. It's pretty good. Let's see here. Not bad, not bad. And it's going to be small too. So that is A-okay. Hey, that's pretty good too. That is pretty good. Wow. That's unbelievable. All right, let's try that one as well. And let me just rename this to something simple. We'll just call it 1. Okay, so we've got our image. Now what we do is we've got our form here. So we're going to copy, paste, publish. Let's just see how this looks. Okay, so let's put in a bogus zip code. We'll put in check availability. Now this should pre-populate the next page, and it didn't do that. So let's see here. Okay, so for some reason, the page didn't pre-populate with the zip code I gave it. If you guys like this, please smash the like button. Let me know. I enjoy building this stuff with you, and I think it's very helpful to see you step through the whole process without just blasting through and cutting around a bunch of things. This is more of a long form video, but I think it's going to help you guys a little bit more. All right, so what's happening? Okay. Okay. So it cannot be pre-populated. You can't do it, even though it says that you can. Name and email address. Okay, so let's see here. Maybe I'm sending them to the wrong page. Contextual, that's the page. You can't choose. Interesting. Okay, so we might not be able to do the pre-pop, which is fine. That's unfortunate because this is actually asking for a zip code, and Max Bounty doesn't see that there's not call for a name and email. It's just asking for the zip code. So that's okay. We're gonna pivot. And that's really important to do, is you need to be able to pivot, and we'll go in a different direction. So, okay, fine. Okay, that's fine. We can't pre-populate anything. But help me design a sales page that would drive traffic to the affiliate link, knowing that the next page is the image I sent, where they basically enter their zip code only and check for listings. Please make sure this will look good on WordPress. Okay, so we've got our landing page, and this is what our ad is going to drive to. Stop renting, start owning. find out if rent-to-own homes are available near you. Okay, great. While that works it out, we're going to ask it to make the HTML for this. Please make sure to look it on WordPress. I'd love the HTML code, but again, no head and needs to visually work well between code, tab, and visual. While that works, I'll upload the image to our site. And in that way, we can actually start integrating the image that we have here. So we've got this. And this is the URL for that image. Please use my image of a family in front of a house. And that's the actual URL. Let's see how this looks. Okay, that's pretty good. Stop renting, start owning, find out if they're available near you. We're going to replace that with our image. Build equity. Actually, I could just do that like literally right here. How do I do this? Kill that. Do this. Bloop, right there. Build equity while we turn your Okay, here's how it works. Enter your zip code. Please clarify exactly what the person needs to do better. They first need to click. Great. We can actually run it here on the side and take a look. Okay, what happens next? And I'll just do it manually because it's easier. How it works, what happens next? Let's do that. Okay, so what happens next? 1. Click. Check local listings now below. On the next page, on the next page, enter your zip code. Okay, very simple. To see rent to own homes available in your area. Okay, browse available homes, instantly see what's available, no obligation. If you see a home you like, start your path to ownership. Okay, great. Let's actually, can I just copy this? Or am I going to break the formatting here? Not bad. Okay. Browse available homes. If you see a home you like, you'll have the option to Okay, great. Check local listings. That's our affiliate link. It already put it in for us, which is fabulous. We're just going to set it so that it opens up in a new tab. And that way, people technically stay on our page here. Now, if I just clean that up a little bit, here's our landing page. So as you can see, I think that's pretty simple. Stop owning, start renting, find out, blah, 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 blah. Now, I will get rid of all this junk because we don't need it. And we've got a little drop down. I think that's really nice, actually. And then you click this, and it goes right to the offer. Boom, and you enter your zip code. All right? So offer check, landing page check. Now let's start building out the ad. So this is fantastic. You always got to encourage the AI. You always got to be thankful to it. All right, this is fantastic. Now, please help me with the ad strategy. I'll be putting the ad on Facebook, Instagram, etc., Meta. So I need a visual style. Now I'm going to stay away from realistic looking images. I want it to generate the ad image for me, but I'm going to go with like a cartoony, non-realistic thing because it gives you a lot more flexibility, and we're not trying to make something look real when it's not exactly what they're going to see. And that way it's just more creative. So I need a visual style. Think cartoon, comics, etc. of something somebody would click, where they also know ahead of time they'll need to enter their zip code in to get more information. And the reason why I'm even saying anything about the zip code is because if you don't set the expectation in the ad, then you run the risk of people going to the page, not doing anything at all, and just leaving. And if you're spending money on traffic, you really want to pre-filter people as much as possible. So we want to let them know when you get to the next page, we are going to tell you basically to click and to enter in your zip code. So if you're not willing to give up a zip code to do this, then they're not going to even click on the ad. It's going to save us money, and we're going to get a higher conversion rate, or a higher click-through rate at least, of people actually sending the lead over to the offer. So visual style suggestions. Okay, great. I'm just going to say, let's try one, please. I think we need to mention the zip code entering bit so we can pre-filter people. And let's see what kind of image it comes up with now. I think this is going to be really cool. All right, so we've got a pretty good ad. I like this. Want to own a home near you? Enter your zip code to check local listings, local rent-to-own listings. So if I'm someone that would be interested in rent-to-own and not know it yet, do you think they would click this ad? What changes might you make to increase the click rate of people willing to enter their zip code in? Let's see what it says to this. Now we're really getting into the weeds of what it's going to take to get somebody to click. Because remember, we're not trying to sell in the ad. The ad is not making the actual sale. The affiliate page, which is basically this right here, this is what is selling the product. This is what has to convince people to actually enter in their zip code. All we're doing is we're acting like a middleman between the ad and the person actually entering their information. And that's why they pay people like us to do this stuff, is because we are literally the middle person to bring in the relevant traffic and give them a good lead. So as long as we keep that in mind, we should be able to do a really good job here. Okay, so we're thinking about this. Okay, strengths of the ad, bright and positive, clear zip code call out. I like that. Speaks to a home near you. Okay, what might limit clicks? Not everybody knows about rent to own. Enter your zip code is good for compliance, but might feel like a step and could lower curiosity clicks. So we don't want curiosity clicks. We want people that are willing to do the actual conversion, okay? Just to be clear, we don't want curiosity clicks. We only want people willing to enter their zip code. Because if they don't enter the zip code, we don't get paid. If you were running ads to this page, if that was your goal here, if I could find my blog post, there we go. If the goal here was to run ads on the page, which you could absolutely do, you can also make money doing that. And maybe you'd be okay with the curiosity clicks, but that's not what I'm doing right now. So I'm not okay with that. So let's see. Okay, we're trying to, Okay, so what might you optimize? Made headline, the zip code box, further reinforce. The first thing you need to do is enter your zip. Okay, great. Great. Let's please make the revision. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Let's see how it did. I'm excited for this. I think this is going to look pretty damn good. And I use a tool called Snagit. This tool is an absolute lifesaver. And what we're going to do is once we get these images in, we'll start creating the actual ad within a specific canvas size. That way it looks good with what we're doing. So let's do this here. We're going to change the sizing to, oops, right here. So you can see, I'm going to change the sizing to, so we need a 1080 by 1080 size. That's going to be our square image. Then we're also going to need a 1920, actually a 1080 by 1920. So taller and thinner. Okay, not bad. Now, it's not the right aspect ratio, but that's okay. We need one that's actually this size because we need a 1200 by 628. So that is this size. Check local rent-owned homes, zip code required. Enter your zip code on the next page to unlock listings near you. See homes near me. Now, that's close, but it's not exactly what they need to do because they're not going to enter the zip code here. They'll need to click here. So just to clarify, on the next page, they will see a button to click to check local listings now. And then once they click, then they'll enter their zip code. So it's a small but important tweak. Please fix and try again. Okay, so it didn't do what I asked. It's close. This is okay, but I gave very specific instruction. Now we have to come down on it. Now we got to give it a hard time here. Okay. Once they click the ad, we'll just explain it a little bit better. Once they click the ad, the next page, they will see a button to check local listings now. Then, once they do that, then they'll go to our affiliate offer and be asked to enter their zip code. So it's okay. Please fix and try again. Try again. All right, so want to own a home near you? Click check local listings now below, then enter your zip code. It's still not getting it. It's okay. Okay, so it is clarifying what I just said it. It seems to understand that. Optimal, whatever. Okay, great. And here's our image. Looking to rent-own homes. Looking for rent-own homes. Have your zip code ready. Perfect. Check local listings now. Be ready to enter your zip code to see homes in your area. That is exactly what we want to see because it prepares people for that next step. We can actually start building out the ad itself. So we've got here, let's see, I just dragged it in. Okay, so let's drag that in right there like that. I like to just expand it and more or less center it. It's a little tricky, but you know that on Instagram and Facebook, you're going to have some junk at the top. So a little dead space up here is okay, and a little dead space at the bottom is okay. And this is why I love Snagit. I could just make a box, make it that color, and then I could go down here, just make it larger. Make it that color. Boom. Now we've got a beautiful image. And then here we've got our square image. So we'll do the same thing. It's just going to be a little more stout, but that's okay. All right. Make it as big as we can. Just like that. You know, honestly, I might be okay with this. Just like that. Funky size. Add right here. So that's that. And what we're going to do is we'll come up with the add copy. And I'll show you guys how to do that. It's actually very easy to do as well. I'm just going to make this blue for time's sake. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you stuck around, I really appreciate it. Make sure you head to mattmakesmoney.com. I've got a free giveaway over there. I want you to sign up with your name and email, and I'll send you guys the show notes from these episodes as they come out and all kinds of good stuff like that. I'll show you exactly what I did to learn this stuff. So if that sounds good, I'll catch you in the next video very soon.